I didn't have to circle back or soften what I meant. You didn't jump ahead of me to tell me how it ends. You didn't fill the quiet just to prove you were there. You let my words arrive at their own pace, their own air. I noticed that I really did. You didn't interrupt me, you let the feeling land. You didn't hurry past the part I barely understand. You stayed with what I said, even when it took a while. You didn't interrupt me, and that made me feel safe. I wasn't polished, I wasn't clear. Some things came out sideways, some disappeared. You didn't reach to fix it, you didn't take control. You let me finish finding what I needed to know. That's rarer than you think. You didn't interrupt me when my voice went thin. You didn't tell me what I felt before I settled in. You listened with your whole self, not just your reply. You didn't interrupt me, and I don't know why that made me cry. Being heard isn't loud, it's someone staying when the words slow down. You didn't interrupt me, you let the silence work. You didn't rush me through the part that still kind of hurts. You didn't make it smaller, you didn't make it neat. You didn't interrupt me, you stayed right there with me. I thank you for that. I didn't say it gently, I didn't choose my words. Some things came out sharper than they were meant to hurt. You didn't stop to tell me how it sounded to you. You listened for the meaning instead of judging the mood. You heard past the delivery. You didn't correct my tone or tell me how to feel. You didn't turn my truth into something you could fix or steal. You let the message stand, even when it shook. You didn't correct my tone, you understood. I wasn't calm or careful, I wasn't at my best. Some sentences fell over, some thoughts needed rest. You didn't point them out, you didn't make it small. You stayed focused on the heart behind it all. That matters more than you know. You didn't correct my tone when my voice went tight. You didn't say calm down, stayed right there that night. You listened for the truth, not the way it looked. You didn't correct my tone, you understood. So many people listen for the chance to respond. You listen like the point wasn't being right, just being with me. You didn't correct my tone or reshape my words. You didn't miss the meaning just because it hurt. You let me sound like myself, not polished, not alone. You didn't correct my tone, and that stayed with me. I wasn't finished saying when you could have stepped in, turned it into something lighter, something easier to hold than what I meant. I felt the urge to soften, I felt the need to explain, but you didn't rush to reword me. You let it stay the same. You didn't make it easier, you made it honest. You didn't reframe me so it would land better for you. You didn't twist my meaning into something easier to move. You let the truth stay shaped the way it came to be. You didn't reframe me, you stayed with me. I've learned how people smooth things out when they don't know what to do. They rename the hard parts so they don't have to feel them too. You didn't try to rescue, you didn't add a spin, you didn't turn my feeling into a lesson or a win. You didn't rush past what I was still in. You didn't reframe me when it wasn't neat. You didn't make it hopeful before I reached my feet. You let it be unfinished, you let it breathe. You didn't reframe me. Sometimes being understood means someone letting the moment stay uncomfortable. You didn't reframe me. You didn't translate my pain. You let my words stay mine. You didn't rearrange. You trusted I knew what I meant, even when it was messy. You didn't reframe me. I made her fixing. I didn't filter it, eat it. I didn't water it down. Some parts came out heavy. Some parts came out loud. I learned how people flinch when the truth takes up space. How they ask you to soften so they can stay comfortable in the room you just changed. You didn't do that. You didn't ask me to be less, so it would fit your day. You didn't ask me to calm it or put the sharp parts away. You let the whole thing exist. You didn't edit my breath. You didn't ask me to be less. I wasn't tidy or balanced, and I wasn't easy to hold. Some feelings don't arrive gently. Some truths don't unfold slow. You didn't step back. You didn't embrace. You didn't look for a way to put me back in my place. You stayed with it and asked me to be less. When it got real, you didn't turn my intensity into something you could deal. You let it take the room it needed. You didn't try to compress. You didn't ask me to be less. Being safe isn't being small, it's being allowed to take up space without apology. You didn't ask me to be less or easier to hear. You didn't treat my fullness like something to fear. You didn't ask me to shrink or clean up the mess. You didn't need to shrink or clean less. Minimalist. I didn't have a timeline. I didn't have a point. Some things only make sense after you sit with the noise. I paused mid-sentence. I lost the thread. But you didn't lean forward, waiting for me to defend it. You didn't need a reason right away. You didn't ask me to explain before I was ready. You didn't turn my quiet into something heavy. You let the feeling stay on the building safe. You didn't ask me to explain. people rush you when silence makes them nervous. They want the answer finished so they can feel certain. You didn't push the moment, you didn't ask me why. You trusted I would find the words in my own time. That trust was loud. You didn't ask me to explain when it was still unclear. You didn't need the ending before I got there. You stayed without demanding a shape or a name. You didn't ask me to explain. Understanding isn't asking questions, it's letting someone arrive without being pulled. You didn't ask me to explain or justify the pain. You didn't need it wrapped up or made okay. You let the truth take time. You let me stay the same. You didn't ask me to explain. You didn't ask me to explain. Or just die the pain. I noticed my shoulders didn't lift this time. I didn't prepare for the pushback line. I said what I said and waited there, but nothing came at me from the air that felt new. I didn't have to brace with you or tighten my chest. I didn't rehearse or hold my breath. You didn't make me ready for a fall or a test. I didn't have to brace with you. I've learned how to tense before people speak, how to get small before they disagree. But you stayed steady, you stayed the same. You didn't shift when I said my name. You didn't flinch. I didn't have to brace with you or armor up inside. I didn't wait for the other side. You didn't make me guard what I just expressed. I didn't have to brace with you. Safety isn't silence, it's consistency. It's knowing the ground no under me. I didn't have to brace with you or measure my tone. I didn't feel alone in what I owned. You stayed present, you stayed true. I didn't have to brace with you. change things. I waited for the shift, the subtle step back, the moment people change, once they know the facts. I've seen it happen, I know the move, where honesty calls you the way you viewed. I was ready for that. You didn't look at me differently after I told the truth. You didn't file me away or adjust your view. You stayed the same in your eyes, in your tone. You didn't look at me differently. I wasn't alone. I've learned how people recalculate once you let them see. They decide what box you fit in, who you get to be. You didn't redraw the lines or change your pace. You didn't treat my openness like it altered my place. That mattered more than you knew. You didn't look at me differently when the air went still. You didn't add distance. You didn't label the feel. You stayed familiar. You stayed kind. You didn't look at me differently. Being seen isn't being sorted. It's someone letting you stay exactly where you were. You didn't look at me differently after I let you in. You didn't make my truth a before and after thing. You didn't change the way you spoke or stood with me. You didn't look at me differently. You didn't look at me differently. I waited for the fallout, the pause that changes shape, the look that says this is where things break. I've learned how truth can tilt a room, how saying it out loud can make you feel consumed. But the air stayed still, the ground stayed firm. Nothing went wrong when I spoke. Nothing shifted out of place. You didn't pull away, you didn't change your face. The moment stayed intact, the world didn't tilt or bend. Nothing went wrong when I spoke, and I'm still standing in. I didn't lose the thread, I didn't lose you. You didn't rewrite what I said or act brand new. You didn't need recovery time or space to decide. You stayed present on the same side that settled me. Nothing went wrong when I spoke. Nothing cracked or closed. You didn't treat my honesty like something dangerous. You stayed with the truth without defense. Nothing went wrong when I spoke. Sometimes safety is realizing you can tell the truth and still be held. Nothing went wrong when I spoke. Nothing had to heal. You didn't ask me to make it unreal. You stayed exactly as you were before. No, nothing went wrong when I spoke. I remember that. After the words, after the pause, after the moment I thought might cost us, you didn't move, you didn't change, you didn't need time or space. You stayed the same, that's all I needed. You stayed the same when I was finished. Nothing broke, nothing shifted away. You stayed the same. So I stayed too.